Okay. I think we're ready. Really, really hot in here, in case you're wondering. So, anyway. Day 2. First part of the courtroom for the third trial, Steel Samurai. Let's do this. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Dun. All right, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statements, please. The prosecution will show the court at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I will call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Yes, I love doing Gumshoe's voice. It's like my favorite one to actually voice act.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case, If you would briefly describe this case to the court?
Yes, sir. I will explain the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works in the studio at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hamill, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hamill, went to the Studio 1. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No. No, that's okay. I think I can probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear. We have this pencil that looks roughly spear-like as a prop.
How medieval. Samurai spear out of the court record.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand.
No, you guys don't want to do that, trust me.
Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie. No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. And when I was young, the Oldbag was really starting their name. This is how the children to come make fun of me. And can you believe it? But there was a captain at chess club at junior high who called me Oldbag, and I cried because I had a cry.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
And I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Yep, a windy old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of them have been doing a run-through since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. I had the Barbaras. Oops. Anyway, it was one when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate until 5 o'clock. Now the murder weapon.
Wow, I'm struggling to read today. Try this again.
Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me.
1 second. Is this not correct? My face. I have some. Okay. Yes, it's extremely hot in here. She looks like Barbara, but she's the one who put a hex on her food. Yeah, probably.
Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna keep this water thing open. I'm gonna need it for doing Oldbag. Oldbag is rough on the voice. Okay. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in.
Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one was supposed to be there. No one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in.
Was there anyone in the studio when you arrived at the guard station?
Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. And the run-through? Like with the spear into his chest?
They were working out a scene between a steel samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon, and we're to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why the poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero.
If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there at afternoon?
They need to pick their wording better. I had some errands to run that morning. What errands? We getting donuts for the cops that were gonna show up later for the murder? What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know. Oh, observing.
Observing? Were you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you that I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
What if people wanted to show up? What you do tours and stuff? I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always.
Stop saying run-throughs on the murder where somebody was ran through. I bet she did the modo.
Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see the Steel Samurai run through too! Can you guys stop saying the run through? You could quit being a spirit medium, take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Yes, I hate Oldbag. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone through the studio by the time before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate.
Oh, sorry. Well, go back. It's at the main gate, and then until 5. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? No incontinence? Not even for a second?
Of course. I have granny panties, you know. You know what I'm talking about, the ones that absorb the incontinence. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Well, why don't you raise an objection?
So the witness was on duty through the afternoon. The whole time. Very well. What did you see?
The murder happened at 2:30, right? How did you know that?
Oh ho ho ho! I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Poor Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by it at 2 p.m. Or 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock? Are you sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you shouldn't try to get... You should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
There's Powers, that man right there, and he is headed towards the studio! So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Get the wax out. Got wax in your ears, Sonny.
Nick, this is your chance! Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
There's Powers, that man right there, and he... Okay. You remember the end of the day, we were like, but we don't have a picture of Powers, we have a picture of somebody wearing a suit. So you can't prove that it was Powers! There we go.
Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Miss Oldbag.
You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo.
Wow, you must be a fan.
Miss Oldbag! Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Wait, whose voice?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that Powers, right?
No. They can't. Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role as the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that.
Oh, objection? Yeah. I like Edgeworth's objection voice.
Objection!
Whatever.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness.
Take that! Am I right, Judge? He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently.
However, you do not have the proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information you have in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal.
Sorry, hold on.
He told me, this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof then.
She called the judge old, and then the judge was like, no one's accusing you of being born yesterday. Voicing another voice. Yeah, that'll happen now and again.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I don't know why we keep calling it a run-through. Anyway, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Mr. Powers. Happy?
Yeah, I got rid of the bed a while back.
So he sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
Whippersnapper.
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. Youth today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers this way and that. This isn't way to make this old lady want to cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edgeworth has met his match. Been busy with finals. Got tomorrow and Thursday, then driving to Arizona on Friday. Ah, okay. Katie disappeared. She was here 5 seconds ago, but I'm sure she'd say hi, so she notices that you're here. She looks like this. Sweet, Chris. Yeah, there we go. The morning during the run-through of the action scene. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then there's poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
She didn't see the run-through then. Nah, I saw Mr. Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Mr. Powers sprained his ankle. I helped him make it better. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where's the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Hi, sorry, my phone was sideways, so I didn't see the chat. I'm doing my eyebrows again. 2 more finals days to go. You got this. Yeah. It's always great when you get past your finals, especially if you know you did decent. Finals is stressful enough, but I'm not looking forward to driving 437 miles. Well... yeah. I think I drive like 35 miles to work every day, something like that. I feel ya. Broke one of the props, it was a big mess. Yeah, why didn't we see this broken prop? If the spear's broken, how did the run-through happen? Yeah, I don't know, we'll get to that. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Is samurai spirit the murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Murder weapon, a break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Well, that's the only way to mend it, am I right? Duct tape. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Power's ankles badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay.
I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there's one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the steel samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person in the samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
I used to drive 30 miles to school every day, and I got used to it, but 437 is rough. Last time I drove to Arizona, I was so pooped. This time it's going to be worse because my car's not cruise control. I don't know how truck drivers do it. I get cramps in my foot after about an hour if I just have it sat like right in the right spot, so I know. Yeah. Make sure your seat's well adjusted, that's all I can say. Oh, man. The judge's voice is rough, just like Oldbag's, and the combination of the two is bleh. Hey, you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I wasn't paying enough attention. Usually there's a chat log, but I don't know how to access that. What am I objecting to? Katie, were you watching? Am I objecting to us stopping the testimony? Sometimes they pull over and nap. Yeah, that's true. They have truck stops where they can just like nap in their truck. I'm gonna object to that?
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else
Someone else not caught. I also wonder if
someone else not caught on the camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. You have to consider that possibility also.
There we go. Oh, I'm really having a hard time reading today.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice, Edgy Poo. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studios before then was Will Powers.
I think so. Some of this wording stinks. It's not just you, Blake. I feel like some of it's like a little backwards, and I read the sentence like start to finish really fast, and my brain rearranges the wording. And then when I try to actually read through it, I'm trying to say what my brain says, but the wording is theirs is like switched around a little bit, and it keeps throwing me off. I don't know. I mean, I can imagine a writer going through this sequentially, and maybe he was just having a rough day or something. Or the translators of the writers, anyway. I don't know. It's all there. It's throwing me off a little bit.
No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. And the camera would have went off. And such.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
How did you know that? That he died at 2:30.
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, secret, pal. He told me everything. And I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts.
Jonathan's ah. That was me doing like a Phoenix Star. I wasn't supposed to be a Jonathan ah. Yeah, anyway. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers!
Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. No one suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking, right? No one else went there.
What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Everyone was in the employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
If they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure?
The witnesses answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy. I love Edgeworth's reaction to that. Old Windbag sure is balls, or... Well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. For that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? When you become an old windbag?
I'm a jerk.
Okay. I don't actually know where to go with this one. Let me overlook the evidence here. $10:15. 2:30 p.m. Pierce the chest by a spear. Guide map to Global Studios. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Card key for studio. Employees grants access to Studio 1. It's dragging one leg. Photo number 2. Implying there's a photo number 1. Her weapon, break in the shaft, has been mended with it. So my guess is that it has something to do with that being the second photo. Alright, well I just want to stop by. I got tests in the morning, so have a good night both of you. Hey, thanks for dropping by. It's good to see you again, and good luck on your test. Like, Nick doesn't mean to be there. He just sticks his foot in. Sometimes he like pokes back a little bit. For the most part, people just crap on him, but every once in a while he pokes back. That one I think was unintentional though. Nice seeing you, Chris. Well, okay. The person I saw go to studios before there was Will Powers, and no one else went there. They would have, I would have seen them. I think no one else went there, and then we present to her the second photo, I think? Or as photo 2? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I could be wrong here. This could be the first time I screw up. That was the wrong piece of evidence. Well, I'm gonna load. But hey, you'll see what happens when you get it wrong, so... I just did the wrong thing entirely.
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and that statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think of the facts. Think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay. I'm gonna load and actually do that. What I meant to do. Okay. One person I saw through. No one else went through there. I think what we're trying to do is this.
Objection! Hold on. Look at this photo. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny.
No, I saved it. I saved it when we got to the beginning of her testimony.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer at the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. And that very computer printed out this photo.
No, it didn't. Computers don't print. Printers print.
Okay, anyway. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. I'd rather be a lawyer than a security guard. I don't know, maybe you're guarding something real sweet. And you're paid a bunch, and you drive around in a sweet truck, guarding it with guns and stuff. Yeah, I'd probably be a lawyer too. Anyway. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Well, it's simple. Let me just step out of the game and tell you something. Now we know that photos have been deleted from the computer. Therefore, there's no proof at all that more people didn't go through, even somebody from outside the studio, and commit the murder, and delete all photos of them going through that way. You now can no longer prove, beyond reasonable doubt, that Powers committed the murder. Bam, case over. Okay, anyway.
Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo, or the 3rd photo, or the 4th photo, or the 5th photo, etc., leaving only one photo that implicates Powers? Just saying. Just saying. Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, Whisper Snapper. It said something else there for like the fraction of a second. I couldn't even catch that. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, etc. And the only one that was left was the 2nd photo, implicating Will Powers. Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Yeah, huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag.
I missed it. Eyebrows. It was like boom and went by.
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. It was a bird, a dog, a train.
I see. Your testimony, please.
What a big idiot. Dummy McDumb. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one more important job to do. One other, I mean. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. It was of a murderer holding a giant spear with blood on it. And the costume.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected. But I kind of expected this.
Wow, her voice is screwed up. like actually screwed up. I couldn't hit it. Going from like the low to the high over and over again. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one important job to do.
What's that?
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes, but I don't know what data is. Those computers are just so frustrating. With them save buttons and load buttons, how are you supposed to know what does what?
I threw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part, but the picture that you took... But the picture of the Steel Samurai doesn't even have a face, it's just a mask. How's that suspicious? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. So tell us what it is, you big dummy McDum-dum. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh who knows where. They're always hanging about. One of them was there that day.
Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. So I don't pay them any mind. I hate whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Real freaks, I call them.
What?
Order, order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by on the gate on the way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg, and the other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, and we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. Whippersnappers, am I right?
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear? Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. I've tried it. You should have seen my rehearsal. I didn't fall over like Will Powers, huh?
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the date.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess.
Yeah, what if it was a midget? Or, what I was going to say, before you said midget, what if it was a 1,000-year-old person that just happened to look like a kid, so that it's okay, because it's Japan, I don't know. That's Japan.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
So, I think we started at 10 a.m., so that was like an hour of court. An hour and 8 minutes. February 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio.
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping honest.
And so who is the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was up in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
Oh, it's literally 900-year-old and Sailor Moon looks like she's 5. Yeah. Oh wow, this is so much fun.
What? You should take better care of your stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good.
Oh,
You're right. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? First, play for more time. First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else who could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose the spot. It was probably Butts. Larry Butts.
you don't sound very optimistic.
No, I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Oh.
What does that mean? Please don't say it like that. Oh.
Please no more, Oldbag. Please no more.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Don't blame poor Butts.
Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Guilty. Mr. Wright, now that we've passed now that the court has figured out the verdict, do you have any thoughts after the fact?
Wait, no, you have to ask me that first, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim.
Oh, I see. We should probably continue that.
There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized, or penalized, depending on how you pronunciate the word.
You mean pronounce? Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who is this person other than Mr. Will Powers who could have committed the murder?
The assistant?
It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in the dressing room. She stole it, and in doing that, she became the Steel Samurai.
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture was really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor.
If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? I mean, that girl, she's got a weird voice, but she isn't lame. She's actually kind of cool. He was dragging his foot, by the way.
Oh, bad feeling time.
Remember the testimony concerning Will Powers' injuries?
Powers and poor Hammer we're at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? The assistant. Oh, her. She was cleaning up the backdrops, I think.
This is a memory, so it's all echoey.
She didn't know about Powers' ankles.
The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Will Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume.
What sentence is that? What? She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. She could look the look, but not walk the walk. I see what they're going for.
But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She would have limped. She wouldn't have limped.
No. That kind of takes the legs out from under this case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned.
What?
Nobody knows. the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Very well, go ahead.
So that was the wrong answer. And they still went through a huge dialogue thing, and then... The grade school, oh boy! Phoenix's face right there.
He was a grade school boy! Why isn't anyone saying anything?
Bah! Are you seriously suggesting that the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the steel samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have gotten it from him?
Maybe that was a dumb move on my part.
Maybe.
How about absolutely, Nick?
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. Last time I penalized you, this time I penalize you.
Nobody knows the trouble I've sorrowed.
Apparently, these are all wrong. I'm just gonna let them. Apparently, it's a security lady.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? Steel Samurai is dragging his leg from this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through.
I don't understand why it couldn't have been the assistant. She was there, and maybe she wasn't looking at him when he fell, but he's gonna say, I sprained my ankle, or my ankle hurts, and she's gonna hear it. It's not like seeing somebody sprain their ankle means that you know their ankle is sprained. They kind of have to tell you.
There was only one person other than Will Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury, and other than Penny too, because we're not exploring that avenue. The security lady.
Oh, sorry.
The security lady. Wendy Oldbag. I mean, look at her. She's disgusting. She could kill anyone. What? Whippersnapper?
Order. Is this true, Oldbag? I pray that it is.
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was there by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simply, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture.
Wouldn't it take her picture on the way out, too? I guess she would have deleted that picture, because it's her. Anyway.
If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes #2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces and the music starts playing? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
I'm thinking it over. Because I disagree with Mr. Wright, however, I do want Miss Oldbag to rot in jail for the rest of her life, which is probably only a few months. But still, I feel she deserves it. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
About the second photo of her exiting? Yeah.
Oh, so you think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. Well, what's my move? Maybe now's a chance to take this a whole new way.
Give Granny a break or press further? Oh, it's Granny. We gotta attack her. I want her out in jail even though it's a few months. Even Edgeworth is against her. Well, I'm making him against her. He didn't actually say that. And yes, he doesn't like Oldbag very much.
The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Oldbag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute.
Commentary, yeah.
What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? And there's no proof he even exists.
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pay my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it nice to the kids?
Or is it nice? Or is it be... Wait, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day? Sorry.
Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day? Whippersnapper. I have proof.
Proof? Indeed. Well, let's see that proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed the murder.
Well. Well. I'm an attorney, so I can't save. It's not letting me save. Oh no.
Boy could not have committed this murder. My boy. Pierced by a spear. Oh, because he can't fit in the costume. Wait. No, because she said she deleted the photo. Card key for studio employees grants access to entry to into the Studio One. Because the kid couldn't have gone. The kid doesn't have access. The kid doesn't have an access card key. Remember, the grate allows him to go into the employee area, but it doesn't allow him to get past the gate that goes into Studio One.
The scene of the murder, as we all know, is Studio One. However, you need a card key to enter Studio One. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first in her entire life.
Very well. The court finds Oldbag guilty. I don't care if we're not done yet. Just lock her away forever.
Unless the kid is on another kid's shoulders and that person had the key.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue.
I love how they just, like, don't care about her. They're like, yeah, she sucks. What's her name? Wendy something or other?
Oldbag or something, I don't know.
Okay, look into the Oldbag. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Wait a second. I'm not going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm a tree. That's how I'm so old. Because trees live a long time. I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what's this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify. Sing it, sister. Testify. Testify. Come on and testify.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they been at the studio that day. And if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. I was going to take the fall for them, take a huge payout afterward.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why'd you keep it from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. That's my job.
I see. Just like the Gestapo. Just doing their job.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
My lips were sealed. The studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Oh, I ate all the cookies, but I want candy. Well, I guess I have M&M's. I don't want something a little bit more like Jolly Rancher. Something to like fruity, kind of lasts for a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is not hitting the spot whatsoever. Okay. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something.
Well, you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
And don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
Make you cookies or buy you fruity candy if that's what you like. It's okay. I'm good. Thank you, though. I mean, you're gonna make me some kind of special cookies. Oh, special cookies? 420 was weeks ago. Terrible joke. I like it, we're like, oh yeah, that doesn't hit the spot whatsoever. In a tone as if it did. Yeah, that was a joke. There are some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, V. Dasquez or whatever I was saying before. Whatever her name is.
Who were those people? Well, the director and the producers, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it, really. This is your guys' fault, if anything.
Oh, where were these people? Well, no, not those kind of cookies.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. We really should stop calling it a run-through, shouldn't we?
Yes, we should.
He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? I've never looked at the map that shows Studio 2 before, except all the times I've looked at the map.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is, past the gate. All the photos that I had deleted, apparently. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkeys had was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
And I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Okay. Let's take a break. Your Honor. We have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that as impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag. And more information about these other people who we have just been told of.
He's so pissed off at her.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trials of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wendy, see me after court for a gaveling.
Ooh, a gaveling. What's that?
Well, your body will be found in a dumpster afterwards.
What?
And anyways, I walk out. Right then, so I don't hear the rest of it. Well, I would be earlier. It's 1:04 p.m., so that court thingy took like 3 hours or something.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. It was right to ask you to defend me.
That's really nothing. Should I?
Wait, what? There's really nothing, or should I? What? Wait, what? Did I misread that? And we'll be going down to the studios to do more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer, and also, Mr. Powers, why didn't you mention them? You knew about them too, and you were there. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. Yeah, I was thinking like autograph or something. Jeez Louise. Okay. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, we figured out just... we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? It really had been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Well, she wasn't winning any points out there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys.
To be continued. October 18th, Wright and Co. Law Offices. Changed the name after she died. Ding! That's the commercial.
Woo, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer?
Yeah, them. This game has such good music. Yes, it does. So does the second game, although to a lesser degree, but it's still good. And the third game, I mean, there's great stuff in all the games. And then as well as the fourth game, great music too. Fourth game, so Maya's FFS. Oh geez, my FFS. That sprite scared me. Wait, what? Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's go to the studios.
But wait, we have to examine the plant. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or freaking water torture it. Yeah. This is the old movie, except then there's nothing on the thing, and then a bunch of books, except I have to read them. Mia's desk, it's my desk, she's dead. Nice day outside, hotel, something, something, bellboy. And ask her, like, what should we do?
Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier.
Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
Well, actually, that's kind of my jam.
Yeah. Oh.
What a day. Off the camera. This guard monitors the visitor room. He's not starstruck by Will Powers anymore. Do fanboys sneak into the studio often?
No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, she didn't say they were didn't she say they're often hanging around?
And the kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess.
Was the director present in the morning at the morning of the run-through?
Yes, he was. He was right there. Did I not mention him? Oh, wouldn't that have been useful? He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. He was integral.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, the studio asked us to keep quiet.
This has nothing to do with this. That's oddly suspicious, too. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Oh.
Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? Like the fact that you murdered that guy?
No, I sure hope not. Like the fact that I murdered that guy. Oh.
Tell me about your spear. Regarding the murder weapon.
Yes.
You got really serious for a second there. It is heavy, that spear. Is it heavy, that spear?
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't really think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
That's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh yes, I goofed a round kick, you see. And I broke the spear. Security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With the duct tape, we heard.
Bye. 2:16 p.m. We had court in the morning. We went home for like 10 minutes, and then we went to the detention center, and then we flew over here to meet. Oh. Woo! I thought Oldbag was gonna be there. Oh. Dodged a bullet on that one.
No one's here.
Right. Now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Yes. Yes. Okay. Can we just do an Undertale and just save the game and leave it here while she's stuck in custody for all eternity? Okay, anyway. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them.
Alright, let's look around. An overhead map right in front of the employees area to the left of the film studio. An entrance to the studios, they probably have police officers that patrol out there. Security guard station, Miss Oldbag must like junk food is mounted on her desk. The Windows 98 looking computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh, it looks like it's been turned off for the day. It's got a straight up CRT style monitor. I guess they didn't update it for the HD version. I don't remember that in Undertale. What? They ask you to leave the game as is so that the characters can live on in the happy ending and not, like, restart it. We just leave this as the happy ending where Oldbag's in jail. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. I already know that. Alright, I don't think there's anything here. We probably need to run into, like, the assistant or something. Maybe Gumshoe? October 18th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey, Nick! It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at yesterday's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down the path of the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
You, the director, and the rest of them were there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Oh. Is there a dumb monkey head? I don't know. Yeah, I like the bird sound. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance.
This is Studio 2? Why does nobody clean their dishes? And where is there even a place to clean the dishes? We haven't seen any place where there's dish cleaning capabilities.
I thought so. Also, there's an incinerator over there. Very Japanese. Very Japanese for this American, totally American place that we're in.
Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Oh, I'm remembering stuff. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't really think this is part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
Oh, thank you. Try to make it flow. There's a big 2 painted here.
Probably because it's a studio 2?
Probably, though it doesn't look anything like a studio. Sometimes I can't tell if it's part of the game or not when I take my eyes off the screen. That's kind of the thing, is you latch onto what the characters kind of are, and then you just go from there.
Nick, let's go inside!
You think it's okay? Oh, well, it's locked.
Ah, shucks.
There's some flowers here.
Oh, so pretty! Take good care of these.
Don't get so close, that fence looks dangerous. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too?
No, there would be the T-bone. What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak, but something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know, it just feels odd.
There's no bone. If it was a T-bone, there's no bone. Oh, right. It's like I said, the incinerator. That's a very Japanese thing. And like, we're clearly not in Japan. I mean, come on. An incinerator. Apparently, they just put they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. Or soot, as I hear people say. I was always rosed up to pronounce it as soot. But anyway, they must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. It looks like a freaking huge van. What are you talking about? They kept it in pretty good shape. It looks like it'd run fine.
Let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this. My attorney's badge.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? No one cares.
Oh. Yeah, the intro to the Phoenix Wright anime, Ace Attorney anime, he's riding a bike. Which I don't think ever actually happens in the series, but maybe it's just a nod to the fact that he doesn't have a driver's license. He's Japanese, so he doesn't really need one. He'll just use the trains to get around. Trains and bikes. It's very Japanese. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not in Japan, though. Totally not in Japan. Pronounce it the same way you do. I feel like Canadians are the ones that pronounce the O's. I've only ever heard everyone else pretty much outside my family say soot or suit. I don't know. Anyway, I think I examined everything. I'm not really sure. She's like something's off, but clearly not T-bone steaks. Anyway, go Studio One.
I don't really want to be in. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick? Oh. I want to look at dead bodies.
Look, a ladder, that's a step ladder, so what's the difference? You need to stop judging things in your narrow-minded cultural appropriations. Or the outlined body where Jack Hammer died, or whatever. Guess that's where the head always looks like a helmet. I guess there's a spear that stabs stuff. Yeah, so this is all the commentary from before. I want to go to the employee area. November 18th, Global Studios employee area.
Look, it's an assistant girl. Hey!
Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, ho ho ho! Don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh, ho 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 ho!
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one?
Why was he like, oh ho 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 ho?
Wow, what a mess.
No. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right?
Yeah, but you do work on the props and backdrops, right?
Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them.
Oh! Well, I'm sure these things happen, nothing to worry yourself about. Maybe that's why the studio's losing money, though. You hack fraud.
You're right. I won't.
Ooh.
Personally, I think she should worry less.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag.
Alright, see you later then.
I want that girl's glasses. They're huge and visible.
Good luck with your investigation.
Wow, that's pathetic. Even a small child could push that out of the way.
So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through this drain?
So it seems. Guess they covered it up in a hurry. I don't know why they hadn't done that before.
Hey, Nick. That drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What do you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, is she serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yeah, you know what, Nick? You're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. There, that should make kids happy.
Things we do. Drain grate is off. I know who did it.
Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't that make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. It's probably shocked to clean up. There's T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Do. I think it's all the same stuff that we saw before. I don't think anything's really changed. It's just telling me the same things when I examine. A weird peak on my head. Okay. Let's go into the dressing room. October 18th, dressing room.
This is what his Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh. She's got a point. Maybe he was drugged. With drugs! There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Wait, Nick!
What now?
These snacks, they're past the expiration date. Then don't eat them. Oh, they're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. Speaking of steak, when I'm well and a foot of Portland, we're going to eat steak at Sailor's, and I'm going to make it a good date, dang it. Nope, we're not. I'm taking you to Black Angus. Better. Oh, artichoke at Black Angus. Oh, the artichoke at Black Angus. Oh, they give you so much food there. That's so good. And expensive. But good. Just don't go there all the time. Go there like once a year. Anyway. They have good bread too. They have good everything. Everything's good. Everything's good. I love artichoke. Oh my gosh, the dipping sauce that they give you for the artichoke. Oh. Okay. Mr. Power's bag. Wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick! Get with the picture! Look, explain to me just how you can identify a show just by seeing the wig. Oh, I kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. Yeah, we already saw that one. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. See, my hair is still nice and spiky. Yeah, we already did that one. And then they talked about the costumes and stuff. There's the bed that I screwed up on clicking. There it is. Like someone was sleeping here. Maybe he did take a nap like he said, or maybe he was the Motowo. All along, pal. Oh, hello. What's with the oh ho ho when every time we talk to Penny? Oh ho! Oh ho, you look a little out of place.
It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick.
That's not camo. It's just brown. It's not camo.
Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
Yeah, that's not camo. In what world is that camo? You crazy? So, how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering around everywhere, and it's terrible.
I didn't see any. What are you talking about?
They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the other day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it?
Why isn't there steak bones on the other one? Why did those people eat separately and eat different food? Do kids sneak in here a lot?
Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular. A bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him.
Oh, thank you. I hope we can go someday.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. Me and Bruce were talking about good steak, and I was like, man, if you want some good steak, I know a place to take you.
Director at all.
I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and the producer were here at the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet.
They were trying to protect the director?
More the producer, really. The producer's a real star here. He saved the studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if we weren't for that producer.
The producer, huh? Well, how about this cool spear? Say you work at the props, right? About that murder weapon.
You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around.
You'd have to be pretty strong to use as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of that can carry the murder weapon and use it to kill the other guy? I'm not sure what that is.
Did you take a look at this photograph?
That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway?
Looks like she didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind.
Wow, they gave a lawyer and one of those card keys.
Well, I'm sort of borrowing it.
I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here.
And I guess they're pretty good at keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Just showing her everything. Okay.
Oh, right. So I looked at the security guard station and she said, "Oh, please don't touch anything." Security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. She just had special dialogue for that. I don't think there's really... I think there's anything else I can... Anything else I can do here. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I can just kind of wander around the campus and see if anybody else pops up.
Studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Why don't they put its head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant? I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything, and you probably need a crane to move something like that. Probably so. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit. That's exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over.
Oh, the ripe age of 23. What an old man in Japan. But we're not in Japan. Right, game?
But I am still young. In the trial, they say Studio 2 is down this path. The monkey head's in the way, but we should probably be able to get by with no problem. The monkey head is really heavy! Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. I wonder when this is going to come into play in the trial. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Oh yeah, security camera. That's a security camera that automatically takes pictures of people here. We took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was a Steel Samurai, the other was a grade school boy. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. It says welcome. They let people in here when they're not filming, right? Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say? Sure, if that security lady lets us in. How about no, if that security lady's here? Hey, he's 24. I thought he was 23. Oh. I guess we're geriatric to them, yeah, pretty much. So maybe that I needed to examine that, and I can ask the lady about the head falling over. Nope. I'm just running around all over the studio, back and forth. This place is deserted. Hey, Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Oh, it sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Oh, hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No. There's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. What are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. And then the music stops and we have a nice stroll through the woods. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Oh, please, don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew.
And I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time.
What?
Is that not what I was supposed to do? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. Not enough information. What do you think we should do? What do I? Hello? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on the director and the producer. Oh right, then there's no point in hanging out here. That's what I've been trying to say. That's what I've been saying. Let's go to the studios pronto. We're gonna wander around. Oh.
What? I don't even remember this guy in this game. Little in this case. Oh, he's the producer, isn't he? Oh, for goodness sakes. I thought this guy was... I completely forgot where he showed up. Dang it. We got an introduction of a new character. So I'll wait for you to get back. Okay, cool. So we got an introduction of a new character who I completely forgot was in this case. So here we go.
WTF? Who are you dudes, Lamau? We? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? I am to lead shows. The Steel Samurai? Mine. RFTC, y'all. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. I just thought you looked so sorry. No, it's quite alright, really. Well,
Oh, wait, I gotta make sure I'm doing his voice right. Because he sounds like Oldbag right now.
it's quite alright, really. It's fine, Ruffle. What is it?
You know, on closer inspection...
Yeah, hot. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume rocks. Dude.
Like Dwight from The Office at a love child with the fat guy from Danganronpa. Yeah.
Roxers? What? Hey, you drooling? Lol, buffer overrun, pant. You've triggered my creative powers. Oh yes, it's coming to me. Drink Princess. The sequel to the Seal Samurai, Pink Princess, Story of Little Old Tokyo. Raffle Lamau. Ha 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 ha! A pink princess? Why is it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't I have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool.
I feel like I need a shower and a restraining order. What? What's wrong? I don't understand.
Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who Jew dudes are. The security lady told Jew about us, eh? That's right.
It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning, and a meeting from lunchtime in Studio 2 train.
I was so busy I didn't get a chance to eat lunch. T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksers! I hate missing out on food! Nick, what does sucksers mean? No idea.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4. He's like these guys you see in Magic the Gathering tournaments who are perverted neckbeards that never bathe. Oh god, no. Okay, anyway. I'm sure I'll see plenty of these guys at E3. Don't you worry. Well, I'll make sure to get their voice right by then. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 o'clock. The producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi.
About the producer who was meeting with you. Oh, you mean D. Vasquez?
Oh, you mean D. Vasquez? I've been calling her V. Dasquez. That's how I remember her name, apparently. Push the letters. Oh, you mean D. Vasquez? She's a genius.
Mad skills all the way. Scary though. Oh, sweat.
She brought the studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time.
Who exactly are these bigwigs? People keep mentioning.
Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. I paddled into a limousine and got here right around noon.
Major tension! Oh, sweats! Were you with them the entire time?
Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers.
Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me, lol. Oh, why are you staring at me like that?
I don't think there's anything that I can really show him. Yeah, he just gets all weird. This is WP, right?
How do you know?
Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot.
Oh, right, the director would know about the injury. He was there.
God, his eyes. I bet he's related to the security guard. Yeah. He's so sweaty and greasy, and he's got like a towel. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about that. Doesn't know anything about that. I'll show him that I'm an attorney. Doesn't care about that. Well, you were useless. You didn't give me any evidence. Stupid dummy McDumb.
No. Haha! You again. Eek. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule her out from being the murderer. I feel like I'm being touched inappropriately with his eyes, and why is she out of jail?
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now, 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. I'm glad that she's shutting up. Anything but sweet lady, but I'm sure you're in on it. Okay. About that kid you said you saw.
I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. The director, at all. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, I think she's losing it. Freaking going psycho right now. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna run away. Still no gumshoe. Let's see if we can run into D. Vasquez, not V. Vasquez. Oh wait, I should have looked for the key. That's right. Security guard station, I can see the other one's security guard.
Hey, no touching.
I guess I better investigate there later. Hours. Oh, I had to wander back. Hey! Hey, wait! No, but he came right in through that drain. Hey, I'm Kiddo. What's your name, sport?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's not way to talk to an adult.
I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
Many characters. Why are they still talking? So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer?
What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side.
Ha! Ha ha! You can't fool me.
Okay, then what's the last line that's said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Easy. Like some fries at that? Ha ha!
Not bad, Kiddo.
Watch it.
What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? The Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw everything! What? But there's no way I'm telling you, losers! Wait! Let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. Ooh. A bottle? Why was it sitting there, I wonder? Empty bottle found on a table in play area. Labeled reads sleeping pills. Okay.
Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. No.
Good lord. Forgot I was here. Come the sleeping pills. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, you just stay there and don't move. Ever.
Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey. Nick, that was her. Stop, whippersnapper. Yeah, it sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to the trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
Trailer key slipped in the pocket. Time to meet. It's time to meet Steve Askers. The only character we haven't seen yet, I believe, I think.
I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager.
February 18th, Studio 2 trailer. I don't know what Cruella de Vil sounds like, but that's probably the voice that I give this lady. But I don't know what she sounds like. I'm gonna close my window so all these poor neighbors don't have to hear me. Da, 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 da. Play back. Okay.
Eek! Someone's in here.
Names.
Our names? We're WP's lawyer, and,
I see.
and who might you...
Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Well, let's look around her. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They got some figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Undisclosed amount of money, that's a lot. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. That makes this case more convenient for the writer. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. The hell does samurai sing about? Chopping off heads?
Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai
stars. What's next, Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old.
Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. That was one of the typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star.
I have no comment on that one.
Yeah, I know. This is where they had the meeting. There are documents and papers and cups scattered everywhere. Paper cups. This is a garbage can. And paper cups and crumpled documents. I'm not gonna look through them. Let's talk to D. And I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez. Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. The script? Steel Samurai. Episode 13. I need it.
Can we ask you a bit about the day of the murder?
That trash can. Feel free to visit it at any time. I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez. It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her!
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly was his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. Can't be bothered with anything else.
Nick? All people in the entertainment business this weird.
It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah, sure, why not? Wait.
Yes?
Yes. If you see Manila, give him this.
Well, why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her.
Don't cry, she'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Memories, bring me the script for episode 13. They cinch up the movements a little bit more in later games. This is a little bit on the excessive side. They just make it into a list. Alright, cool, we get to talk to this guy again. Here, I got this from the producer.
Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? Must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. My ass is pwned if I don't find it.
Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely. It might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree. Well, he's likely to have been using these tissues for something, but I don't think that's it. There's a bunch of snacks on the table.
Hey Nick,
What now?
these snacks! These snacks! There was twice as much here before.
I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway, raffle! She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears in her eyes. You can still... Probably in a trash can, probably in a trash can, probably not this trash can, but probably in a trash can. There's also a book in here. Oh.
Back at the scene of the crime. Let's find out what we need to get out of here quick, Nick.
That's what I think.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I always wanted to sit in one of these.
The director? Maya, take a look around here. Take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't you say you left it somewhere?
Ah! Found it, Nick! The script!
Good work. It's strangely grimy.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I always wanted to sit in one of these. Maybe take a look at back. It's one of those black and white things that they clapped and stuck in a megaphone and ready, Nick, action.
Alright. Go back to Dee Vasquez. I have to think about her name, otherwise I'm gonna screw it up. Here, we found it. Your script.
Ah.
Script handed to Dee Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us?
Quiet.
I'm reading.
Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are, anyway? And do you even know who we are?
How's the lawyer?
Right?
Am I a suspect?
No, it's just... Well, no, but...
We wanted to know about the day of the murder.
Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help.
You know, there was a meeting here at noon. Yeah, so the director and the people from the network.
Alright. Now listen closely.
None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
The path was blocked. The path? Oh, I'm still presenting. I got a little confused about what the game was making me do for a second. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh right, that. What an original name. Wow! That's a different view. Oh look, there's a drain that little kid could come out of because he's like it or something. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4. It was after 4 by the time the path was blocked. Peach, everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Stuck with salmonella. Oh. That's dude. Odd. Not dude fun.
Oh, I said off, not odd. Nah, same thing. Yeah, she's different.
Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio One. What? It's true. The crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they corroborate my story.
Apparently, there's people in here with like cranes, and there's all these production people, and there's like kids running around. We tried to do this trial with like 4 people involved total. What? Why did nobody talk about this?
But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announces the time in ooks. We got the idea from this weird thinker statue washed up on the beach somewhere. Anyway.
So many suspects all of a sudden. I know it's like they're throwing all these people out at us last minute. Yeah, so many people just appearing on day 2, it's kind of nuts.
1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside it stopped when it broke.
Oh, she's apparently gone over this with a fine-tooth comb. Goodness. This game has fascination with clocks and time. Not just clocks and time. Weird clocks that tell the time.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. Path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4. Therefore, where is... Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See, goodbye.
Okay, Mr. Monkey's head data updated.
What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan out our strategy. Do 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 do. Hey, Hey, Maya, let's not return the key. Oops.
We're 18th rank co-op offices.
Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim.
A little early for giving up, don't you think?
Huh?
You've got 1 lead.
Mia, it's you! What took you so long?
Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling on me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What do you mean we have 1 lead?
Oh, the boy, of course.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all.
I'm sure we can find some way of bringing him over to your side.
Either way, we should go back to the studios.
That boy is our last hope.
Thanks, now I'm more worried than I was before. Mia. What's it like being dead but also being alive?
Oh. Okay.
What's wrong?
Whippersnapper!
She's been chasing that boy this whole time.
Why not catch
Catch him, I.
It sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, whippersnapper.
A hostage? No! No!
No!
What happened to the boy?
And if I see him again, I'll lay him flat. Send him home in a body bag.
My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now.
My heart, I don't feel so good.
Is she okay? I hope she has a heart attack.
But before I go to the afterlife, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died.
Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage?
When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one.
It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. It's a camera.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that.
Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I?
No! I'm catching that breath. It's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything that we might trade with her? Trade? I wonder. Hey, Oldbag, these sleeping pills, and you can take all of them at once. She really likes Jack Hammer. If I had something from Jack Hammer to give her, that'd be... Trade you your key back. Miss Oldbag, I'm borrowing this just so you know.
Oh, okay. Just be sure to give it back.
She's not demanding when she's exhausted. I'm busy catching her breath to tell me anything. Let me see if there's anything I can trade with her. Like a autograph from Jack Hammer would do it?
I told you who I saw. It was Powers.
Well, at least she's consistent.
Hey, that card. Studio One.
Right, the card key to Studio One.
I could visit poor Hammer.
Oh, right, she wanted to visit that place.
I'd like to visit. He died. Ooh, I was his one and only fan.
Definitely wasn't his one and only fan. Don't you have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Give me an autograph and we got the speech impediment. So I think you suggested the sleeping pill.
Studio One isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then.
If I give her the card key, I won't be able to get to Studio One.
Why don't you let her borrow it?
I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key onto Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him.
Thank you, I may have a use for this. This may be the hostage she was talking about. Trading cards apparently really popular with kids these days.
Right, I'm off. I'm gonna go lay down right where he died. Oh, poor Hammer.
There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio with her wonky ankle. Wait a second. Wonky ankle. Nah, it's a coincidence. Meant to go this way because I think the kid's there. Hey! Hey you, wait a sec.
Phoenix, was that the boy?
Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I wouldn't trust her either.
I think he ran into the dressing room.
Oh no, not with him. Oh no. He sure has, I'm sure he has to be in here somewhere. I found you.
Damn it, he's getting away!
I'm back. There, he's back.
How did she?
Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please.
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you.
Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked?
Phoenix, you can take it from here.
I'm not so sure I'm qualified.
Cody Hackins, I don't get the pun in his name. They don't all have puns in it. Like, Mia Fey isn't a pun. Phoenix Wright's not a pun. D. Vasquez isn't a pun. You know, it's just... Some of them are puns. Just like suggested. Yeah, pretty much.
Cody, this look familiar? Hey! You are, huh? You are, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, grown up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever. I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After what I went through to get all that trouble talking to Oldbag. You want to trade? You'll find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain rare cards, come on! Yeah, for grown up, you sure are dumb! Premium? Rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb. What a lamer like you know about a Steel Samurai! Hey, watch that attitude.
Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
Talking like Yu-Gi-Oh cards already. Yeah, I know.
So, do you know anything about what's happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion may be necessary. Maybe a bribe? But he didn't even care. I don't have a freaking card. Is this an ultra rare? Hey, it's Steel Samurai! Oh, why is he dragging his foot like that? Where'd you get this anyway? Got some sleeping pills, you little brat. Alright, Mr. Monkey Head. Boring. How can one person be so lame? You're a superhero, you'd be lame, oh man! Yeah, and he's like, my ultra rare, you can't have that, I can't have that, no one can have that. Give me real rares, blah de blah. That's a samurai spear, that's totally cool! I wish I had one too! This kid and Maya would really get along great. There's an autopsy report. Okay. I have to find cards. Will Powers have cards? The man himself. I guess Mr. Will Powers is in questioning.
Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix.
But why is there a guard still in here?
Oh yeah, tell me the poster. What's an old movie that Mia liked?
Oh hey, Mia, what's the name of this movie?
That movie? Oh, I'd sure like to see that one again. It's, what was it again? I'm sorry, right on the tip of my tongue.
Let me guess, it's the suspense thriller.
My poor plant, it looks so sluggish. You've been watering it properly, Phoenix.
Well, Maya has actually. I think maybe she's giving it too much.
Oh, Maya. Sorry, Charlie.
That's right. It's named Charlie. He didn't remember the name of the plant. The plant's name is Charlie? Hey, look, it's that hotel where the people killed you. Diddle it. What if Maya gets possessed by Oldbag? Horror movie right there.
Oh, hi.
Hello, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yeah?
The girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope, she's the same as always.
Same as always.
Oh, okay. Say.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. Security lady chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse.
You didn't see the boy.
Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing?
She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studio.
But his popularity has been waning recently, right?
That's true. Then again, after what happened...
After what happened?
You mean you don't know Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait, now you have to tell me what happened with Hammer.
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. Conveniently, the card that you're holding there.
A complete set?
Yeah. Set of one of each card.
Huh.
Wait. That's it! That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am, I need that card. Please, I beg of you, trade with me.
To trade with you?
Yes, trade cards! Oh look, I'll even give you this ultra rare premium card.
And trade me huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please.
Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? Why is everybody getting so excited? Okay.
Really? Thanks. This is for you.
An ultra rare premium.
Yahoo!
And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great, Phoenix? Yeah, I think it does. I'm not really sure what just happened, to be honest with you, though. I gotta walk all the way back. All the way back. Basically bedtime, but I wanted to get to court again, except it's taking freaking forever. See this card? Yeah, so, wait, that's it! That's the ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please! Gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, here, how about a trade? You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot! No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. You sure? Fine by me. Ultra rare premium card given to Cody.
Okay, Phoenix. Let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we have to take him to the stand tomorrow.
So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool! I guess. You're judging him by his looks, you have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai?
His fightings.
I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam! Steel Samurai always wins, always! Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take pictures when the Steel Samurai lands a final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? It's Steel Samurai Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins, always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took this as a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one.
Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you.
Path to Glory, or see.
What is it with these people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual?
Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice. You have to help us fight for great justice too.
I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet.
Good old Mia. I like Mia, she's a good character. She's supposed to be like an experienced lawyer or whatever.
Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods in the back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. Got kind of lost though. I was there for maybe a half hour or so, and I finally got to the studio. After that...
What is it, Cody? Are you just telling us now that people can go through the wood? Which means that anyone, anywhere, could have killed this guy.
Anyone could have killed him.
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used the samurai spear. Just like always, one shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. Must have been hard up for you. And you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia?
Yes.
And I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough.
True enough.
And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers.
I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure.
Let's not call him then.
I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a wanted news with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going. Wow.
That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court.
What are we going to do, Mia?
Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa! We're gonna come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there.
Phoenix, can I ask you something?
Because he said pal.
You really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent?
I'm gonna let you call this one.
Of course he is.
That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then.
Great, thanks, Mia.
See you soon. To be.
Continued. Perfect time to stop. Didn't save. Day 3 trial. We'll do the first couple lines, and then that'll be the end of the stream. 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright. Oh, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
No, you chose right. I believe if you choose the other option, she tells you need to always believe in your client as if they're correct, because as if they're innocent, no matter what, because that's the only way that you'll find the path to their innocence. There's something that Tim Pool says. No, you don't like his way of talking, but says if you believe you found the answer, if you believe you found the truth, then you'll never find the truth, or something like that. Like if you've settled, then you'll never find the truth. Basically means if you think you have an answer, then you'll stop looking for what the real answer is. Anyway.
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing.
Right.
Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to her.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know we're going to this trial utterly defenseless. But if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. And there you go.
That's a good spot to stop right there. Should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. We're gonna look for that thread of truth and we're gonna follow it down to the end. If he's truly innocent, we'll find it. Okay. Thanks for watching. I made some good progress. Next time I stream, we should be able to finish this, and then I believe I think it's the next case. It's really, really good. So we're kind of building up to it. Still getting used to the game. Done all the tutorial. This is the one real case before the big cool stuff comes out. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good night. I'm gonna hit the hay, so I'm looking forward to playing more. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. See you later.